let her tell it. People on the streets say Sabrina speaks. Tune into the show, she will let you know. Tell all your friends and family. Real talk is no joke. You get the news straight up from grassroots and concerned. You can hear with some people gone. So tell all your friends to tune in to
Good evening, Cayman. I'm Sabrina Turner, and welcome to Sabrina Speaks, your daily dose of clarity, truth, and community insights. Every weekday from 5 to 6:30 p.m., we're tackling the issues that affect you, from national headlines to grassroots concerns. Whether you're in traffic or winding down your day, this is your chance to hear it straight and speak your truth. So buckle up, Cayman. We're not holding back.
This is the show. We gotta let you know. Now we got to go.
And now here's Sabrina.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Sabrina Speaks, the show where we get to the heart of the issues and celebrate amazing people right here in the Cayman Islands and definitely beyond our shores. And I'm so pleased today to be here with you on this Wind Down Friday. And it gives me an opportunity, as you may have seen the promo, that we are going to be showcasing, again, true talent, a voice that's captivating audience both home and definitely abroad. And we will be joined momentarily with a special guest. And I'm so pleased to put this show and feature our very own Madam Nirosa. Yes, she is one of our own from the beautiful island, sister island of Cayman Brac, and a young and budding artist. And I know great things are going to come from her, but it is indeed a pleasure to be back here with you today on another edition of Sabrina Speaks. And you can join in on the conversation. Yes, 936-8255. And you may notice, Jim, where are you? Yeah, I did this for you today. I did this for you. It is a Friday, and we're definitely going to make sure that we enjoy what our Friday is all about. It's winding down the weekend. It is amazing. But you know what? This is my fourth Friday. Technically, it would be like a month. It's my fourth Friday. I cannot believe how time has flew by so quickly. Yeah, Jim, all for you on this fabulous Friday. It is indeed a pleasure. It is indeed a pleasure, Jim, and for everyone who is so loyal in tuning in and definitely sharing all of the commentary and is just excited. I know, Sandra, the cold hard truth is not going to be here next week in the morning, but I can assure you I got some excellent topics lined up as well in regards to keep us all in tuned. And right here on cmrtv.com, I will definitely keep it real. Your participation is key. And definitely, we will not be short of information and sharing, educating as we move along and definitely navigate this space. Yes, on a board. Yep, that's right. We got to keep it real, Jimmy. So yeah, happy Friday. And yes, from my heart to yours, may your Friday be beautiful. May your weekend be joyful. And may all your moments be wonderful as well. And I really hope as you step into the weekend that this will actually be the foundation. And, it is just amazing to be above ground. And we have so much that we should be thankful for. And that also allows me to send birthday wishes out. It's amazing. People are liking the spirit of the Friday show. I have one of our seniors here in the community, Miss Melba Nixon, who called me today and insisted that I showcase and highlight the birthday of our very own James Moore Christian. Yeah, James is celebrating a birthday, and apparently he's going to be up out there in Industrial Park, that plaza that is right on the same side of the road by FedEx. And all I got to tell you is that he's celebrating and having a blast there this evening, starting from 7 o'clock. And James, happy birthday to you. And I'm hearing that there's going to be some good count chowder there from Miss Melba Nixon. So yeah, for everybody who's tuning in and will tune in a little later, it starts at 7. And you know how James is. He's full of spirit, full of joy. Yeah. So go down there and celebrate James' birthday with him. I also want to take this opportunity. Yes, Kaylee Bailey. Kaylee, happy birthday to you. I hope that you're having a blast. I understood you went to the Parrot Sanctuary, yes, and you had a blast, but I'm hoping to get down and spend a couple hours with you this weekend on your retreat. But happy birthday to you from all of us here at the CMR family and everybody who is definitely in tune and continues to come back. But today is a day that I will not hold up. I definitely am excited, like I told you, to welcome in studio. And we are going to be featuring one of our very own. Yeah, I'm so excited to speak to this young lady. And I know for sure that there's a lot that she will be sharing with us. And it's our very own Madam Nirosa. You see this pumpkin spice? I saw this young lady perform at an event, and I'll just leave it at that. She has a thing with culture. And she also comes out and it's theatrics. There's so much bundled up into this lady. It has to be something with the Kimmenbrock water. But you know what? I'll have her share that with us. Yeah, I see you. I see you. I see you. And I'm going to bring our guests in this evening as we share this platform and showcase and highlight our very own Miss Madam Nirosa. Welcome to the Sabrina Speak Show. It's a pleasure to have you here.
It is a pleasure to be here. Can you hear me? Is
Of
everything
Loud
good?
and clear,
Great.
girl.
Awesome. I love that.
Cheers to the
I'll pretend that I have
weekend.
my wine and I will be cheering it on your side.
That's for Jim as well.
Oh, okay. Well, cheers to Jim.
You're going to meet all of the people here. I see one of them just tune in. Her name is Connie. You see her? There's another
Oh,
one to be joining. Miss Connie.
oh,
Oh
welcome,
yeah, Miss
welcome.
Connie. There's a crew of them, you know. I swear they message. Well, come on and see you comment yet. And there's one named Shaka Zulu too. Yeah, there's one named Shaka Zulu. But don't worry, I expect to be a little late to class, you know. But at some point they will know. See, Jim.
Oh. Gotta keep tabs.
Exactly. You know, this makes this space so inviting and friendly, and we can deal with some very hard-hitting topics, you know. But I'm creating this as I was speaking to you, this space, especially on a Friday, where we wind down a Friday, showcase people in the entertainment industry. Yourself as a musician, an artist, you're coming up and coming, and I know you were into jazz and all that good stuff, and you're finding your way. You know, your genre is now changing. And I felt that it was nice to reach out to someone in the industry and showcase our local talent, which sometimes is not being highlighted enough, in my humble opinion, and to give you
Yeah.
an opportunity to showcase that, allow us to know you all more. And, you know, it's just this space here on Sabrina Speaks on Friday. They're allowed to misbehave. They're allowed to still participate and still show you the respect and love that we have here on the Sabrina Speaks platform as we continue to grow this space. But indeed, it is a pleasure to have you with us this evening. And I'm looking forward to know more about you, and I'm quite sure everybody else as well.
No pressure.
None at all. None at all. Now, you have been, you know, have performed at local events like Red Sky at Night. I think I found something about Cool Out Festival, Unplug concert series, and even the Talent Expo of Arts. It must be quite interesting with you being out there. Tell us more about who this Madam Nirosa is. Tell us.
So I like to think of myself as like a well-rounded creative. someone who just, as long as it's a part of the creative industry, I want a little piece of it. It's hard for me to stick into one department because I have so much ideas and
Hmm.
I just want to share it. I want to find a way to collaborate, network. I love new experiences. I love to share knowledge
Hmm.
because the greatest thing I think for anyone who wants a career in this is to create a community that supports you. And I think the best way to do that is just kind of get out there,
Hmm.
socialize, meet new people, be obviously aware of, the energies that may be out there, find what fits for you. But once
Right.
you find your community, you're set, you're good. So
Correct.
that's kind of it's kind of where I'm at, just building a little community that supports my music, my painting, my shenanigans. Like it feels like having my own little music family for myself. And I love it. I love it here.
You
So
pretty get lost in your own world because there's something about artists that the average person who really wasn't blessed to be born with those genetics on the higher scale of being an artist. It's like you're often misread. And I have spoken to a number of artists, be it authors, painters, whatever. You have it like you have it in full circle because you not only sing, you also, as you rightfully alluded to, you do art as well.
yes, I do mixed media art. I technically, at some point, I would like to create my own business. I can't
Mm,
really, give out too much ideas. I just want to keep certain things for myself. But basically, I was doing something called personality paintings.
mhm,
And just the concept of it was a way to create something special for something that would represent someone at their core. So if I ask you to tell me a little bit, tell me a little bit about yourself,
mhm,
and then I will use that to create an art piece for you. And I found it to be so interesting because it challenged me to see what I could actually create. Like
right,
every one of my pieces that I did so far for people in the past, like each and
mhm.
every one of those pieces are different and it's an original, and I love that. So I always find new ways to inspire myself and also inspire others
Now, for those
creatively, of
who
course. Yeah.
that's for those who may not know you as yet, can you just give us a little bit about your journey and how you got started, even in the music industry?
So, for anyone who might be aware of someone called James Gary, he's well known
Yeah.
here. He, along with Vashti, who is also well known as well for her beautiful
Mhm,
singing, I would pretty much consider them as, in a sense, my mentors. They were always trying to push me further.
mhm,
Prior to being Grand Cayman and having them as such, though, like on in previous years of that, I actually I was in Cayman Brac for 17 years of my life. So I
mhm.
went there from start to finish until I wanted to obviously finish my college degree. So I did associates. That's the only reason I technically moved up here. And then I kind of just never left.
Okay.
So there's that.
You
But
leave
I
and that's it.
yeah, it is what it is. You gotta
Mhm,
adapt sometimes.
mhm,
Go with it. But I had a lot of teachers, music teachers, who also inspired me, always told me, you have a gift, never lose it. And that voice of yours is going to be absolutely phenomenal, but never lose that side of you because that is a like very beautiful gift that you have. And I
right.
just kept going with it. At some point in my life, I will say just one time in my life, I did want to give up on music. And
Mhm,
that was with my last not my very very last job, but I basically had like a corporate job. And sometimes the corporate world can be a little hectic, a little
yeah,
toxic to a degree, and it kind of discouraged me because I couldn't find balance between that and then my what I really wanted to do. So it kind of made me feel less inspired. But
mhm,
then at the end of my journey working there, it was like a training degree, a trainee program that was going on.
right.
At the end of it, I technically would have had the option to either apply for something else within the corporation or
Mhm,
take music full on, as was suggested by James Gary. So I just said, you know what? let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. And honestly, I'm very happy that I did. I'm very happy that I did it. It's more flexible, it's more freeing, and I
Right.
get time to invest in things that I've never thought I could invest in, you know? So I feel happier here. I won't say that it's easy to start
Mm-hmm.
off, you know, you have to build a lot of skill sets in the process, but it's
Right.
going to do you great once you finally get to build a team. So when you're the CEO, you're like, you know what? It was worth it.
Right.
I'm glad. I'm so happy I started. So that's where I'm at right now is just like creating a team to support the vision that I have for
Right.
myself.
Right. It's almost
Mhm.
like you've said it's like a village. Now you're known. You're known for your smooth, melodious jazz voice. But I'm hearing that there's a single, something about circles, is described
Yes.
having a dance hall vibe. Now, that's a big shift. What
Oh
inspired
yes.
you to explore this new genre, understanding what comes with dance hall?
Yes. So it is definitely out of my comfort zone. However, getting going back to the whole collaboration and networking, it's the
Uh-huh.
quickest way for exposure and to build a stronger foundation for yourself. So with the dancehall series that I'm putting out, I'm collaborating with pretty much an investor,
Mhm.
and told myself, you know what, to an extent I'm gonna have to put myself out there more, see what else experiences I could have for myself. And
Mhm.
then once I build the foundation for my career, then I can put out the songs I like to put out again. Like it's okay. Sometimes you
Mhm.
have to give and take, you know, compromise. But that's not, it's
Mhm.
all right as long as you have your boundaries set, you know?
Right.
Because as a lady in the music industry, it is very hard, and
Well,
I have to put my boundaries in, and I don't want to be the kind of artist that is left behind that doesn't
right,
understand the business side of things. So
right.
I'm also taking that into consideration when I'm doing things with people, when I am collaborating.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
So
Well, it's funny you say that because we're actually seeing that, and it's like it's a constant fight for us to even when we break the glass ceiling, women are held to a higher standard. But a lot of the times we get that critique and criticism, it appears, from our very own gender, which is really quite
yeah,
interesting because
yeah,
we're a lot
it
about empowering women, but yet a lot of the critique really comes from other females, many who have made it in the industry. How, that's just crazy.
It is crazy, but I feel like part of it has become a standard in the way that people build exposure for themselves. Like some people's branding is about drama, but I
Right.
hope to never have to be that
Let's hope
way
not.
to get that, to get that leniency. Like for me, I'm
Mhm.
like, I have become like more of a spiritual individual, and I feel that the way that I speak, the way that I sing my songs, that is what should be the product, not the drama or the negativity, because it never, like, even growing up, drama in my household has never done it for me. It's
Mhm.
just if I'm not zoning out, then it's, listen guys, I love you but I gotta go.
Right, right.
So I'm all about the peace in my life, and I want people to feel that
Mhm.
vibe in my music. I want them to feel great. I don't want them to have to feel like, okay, yeah, I gotta drink some alcohol to have fun. Nah, 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 nah. We
You
don't
don't
have
need
to
it.
do that,
Don't
guys.
judge
We don't
me.
have to do.
Don't judge me,
Oh no,
girl.
no,
Don't judge
no.
me,
You,
girl.
hey, lady, you enjoy yourself. You're an exception, girl. You do your thing.
And the good thing is I walk to work and I walk from work.
Yeah, you're good. Wine? Who? I don't see no wine. What you talking about? Oh
Now,
man.
as you're a young and multi-talented Caymanian artist, what are some of the biggest challenges and opportunities you see for local musicians today? What have you observed entering this space?
One thing I have observed is, I guess, getting the recognition. Our community is very diverse. So with the music, you have to work a little bit harder because we've been used to getting it from outside, and getting influences from outside. And that's
Right.
great. But at the end of the day, we need to now create that identity here, that
Mm-hmm.
music identity for our locals, so we can also feel appreciated, because there's so much raw talent out here, but some of us lack the inspiration or the support to want to push our music out there without
Mm-hmm.
judgment. And for
Mm-hmm.
me, I've had my ups and downs with it, but because I am someone who will deliberately go out there and just do foolishness, because hey, it's my life, that
Exactly.
builds so much confidence for me. I'm like, you
Mm-hmm.
know what? It doesn't matter if anyone is in agreement with me, because those who are what matters to me. Like, that is all that matters. Building a community that will support me, regardless
Mm-hmm.
of what haters are out there. It's okay. Like, if you're gonna pay my bills, maybe we can talk. But if you pay my bills, I mean, child, I'm good.
There we go.
I'm set, So yeah,
No.
that's one of the challenges.
Uh-huh.
Um. Oh, sorry, you were gonna say something.
No, no, go.
Oh, okay. I just didn't want to cut you off.
Mm-mm. No.
Um, another one of the challenges, which of course I would be more inclined of speaking just like gender wise, going back to being a lady in the industry, is I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I've had to put in place more, I guess, incentives, or kind of educate myself more to ensure that I'm not exploited
Mm-hmm.
wrongfully in the
Mm-hmm.
industry.
Yeah.
Because ladies have certain standards to a degree. And it also depends on the genre you go into sometimes,
Exactly.
you
Which is
know?
why I quoted,
Yeah, the whole
that
dancehall
genre.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but for me, like, I what I appreciate about the person I'm collaborating with is he's open to my ideas. He's open to
Mm-hmm.
the vision that I have. Like, okay, yes, I understand if I got twerk here and there, but I don't want to make it the pinpoint of everything I do, of every
Mm-hmm.
song, every project that I put out. Something has to be different. Something has to be like, ooh, I like that. Because I like to be as creative as I can. It can't just be
Mm-hmm.
structured about upon my beauty alone. Like, I got some knowledge up here. Let me share it,
Right.
Let me be creative. Let me be me. Because the authenticity is what you can't take away. And
I.
that's what I want to challenge other artists to do. Like, don't
Mm-hmm.
allow people to bully you to do something because they want you doing that. No, it's about what you want inside that
Mm-hmm.
is going to inspire people to, I guess, whatever vision or morals that you have set throughout your songs, as long as
Right.
it's coming from within, don't worry about what anyone else has to say about it. So
Right.
that's me.
Now, understanding we're a small island state, and as you rightfully stated, you obviously are one who's just opening to living your own life. You refuse to have anybody pigeonhole you, so to speak.
Yes.
Do you feel that that actually is a hindrance more because of societal pressures, and one has to really believe in what one brings to the table and not allow the noise to distract them and pretty much pin them down to who they're not?
For our community, I will say yes. And the only reason I'll say yes is because the upbringing that I had, it was I wasn't fully supported for being a singer or wanted to be a singer. I was kind of told that, you know, there's going to be certain jobs that would be better beneficial for you to get
Mm-hmm.
your house or land or whatever, because music wasn't really being supported like that in a way that it is now. And I love that it is now, that there is a wider community and more
Mm-hmm.
support coming in for us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But there definitely needs to be a generational, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, when you break a generational curse,
Mm-hmm.
that more of that needs to happen, and I feel like it is happening with my
I,
generation and the generations that are like coming up. I feel like we are tired, and we can feel like the influences of whatever our parents or our families were going through, and we're like, you know what? I feel it, guys, and I'm gonna do you one better, and I'm gonna break it, and I'm gonna get it going.
mm-hmm.
So I feel like, to an extent, yes, it has hindered us.
Well,
Whatever career it is that you wanted to do, It
It's like a
has, it
small
has
mind
been.
mentality and not
Yes,
necessarily for the wider. It's not like you made the decision to come to the big island, and here you are. You could have chosen to stay in Cayman Brac. But looking at it in its whole totality, we're just a little speck on this planet. And you can't just think for here. You have to think wider, of course, being an artist and even
absolutely.
more so a musician.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And that's one thing that I'm hoping that while I'm doing these things, I'm hoping that it'll inspire other people, other locals to think the same. Like, it's great to make music for us, but
Mhm.
also remember that there's a wider audience out there waiting for you to
Correct.
inspire them too.
But look at this
Yeah.
very own podcast. I know for a fact we got people in
Look at you,
Germany.
got me on
We got,
here with my
y-
secret.
we got people in Germany. We got people in the UK. We got people in the Philippines,
Ooh,
in the US. Oh, Shelly Carey, happy birthday over there in Fort Lauderdale. She celebrated her birthday. What I'm saying is, we may be here in Cayman, the Cayman Islands, but I can assure you the traction that we have, not only in the Caribbean region, but internationally, is huge. I can tell you this, Madam Nirosa, because I get the messages. So just with that Nirosa, it's amazing where a simple podcast with the right following, with the right topics, being real, being candid, how you may be inspiring other artists internationally. And also, I do have other persons in the same industry that will be showcased right here, not only locals, but also international eventually on this platform. Networking opportunities are endless. It
absolutely.
only takes a spark. It only takes one start. And I so applaud you as a young person to not only be able to identify who you are, but also to have the courage to break the glass ceiling, be focused on your vision, and you know your purpose in life. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Can I get an amen?
Well, I can't find that, but I could give you a kaboom.
I'll take it. I'll
But it's just who we are, and I hope that where you're going with your art, with your talent, and just being true to who you are, that you can inspire those who are around you. Because I've constantly said it here on this platform that the Cayman Islands lack more innovation, create that space for more the arts. And we shouldn't just limit it to our size. When you have that drive, when you have the right atmosphere, the right surroundings, creativity can come from anything. And I feel that where you are and exactly what you alluded to, you actually are building that team around you, which I can only see positiveness coming out from this for you.
absolutely. At this point in my life, I just keep telling people I am in my spiritual era, which means that I will love you from afar, and it like never take it personal either. Like I tell my friends a lot that if you don't hear from me for months on end, I still love you.
Mhm,
And when you're ready for a trip, I'm here,
mhm,
but each of us have our own pathway to go. And
mhm.
sometimes you have to do it alone. So
Right.
when you are back at the table with everyone else who was meant to be at your table, it
Mhm,
would have been worth it. So I'm at a very peaceful mindset, like a very peaceful headspace in my life that I'm okay as
mhm.
I am, as long as I have, the spirit with me, then I'm good with
You're
everything else. I
good.
know that everything that is deserving to be in my life
Mhm.
will come naturally.
Right.
I'm not fussing over here.
Mhm.
So,
Well, I did a reel unknown to you because I'm still into this whole social media
oh,
thing and Instagram thing. And
well,
I posted a picture waiting to walk to work
Ooh.
with me and you. And what the song that came up for that reel, Simple Things Are Your Blessings. And this
Ooh.
is my first time ever engaging with you. But I thought
Oh,
that was so fitting, but yet look at where our conversation is going.
yeah. It's become very, very intuitive. I love that.
Yes. Yeah.
I
So
love
that
that.
that reel is in circulation now on Facebook. I think if I got it right,
Ooh.
I think I did it on my status to my WhatsApp. I'm not so sure, but I can try it. Anyhow, I'm trying here. I'm trying.
You good. Trying better than none. Look
Exactly.
at
At least,
that.
at least they're moving. Now, when do you find you actually compose your own songs?
I have definitely the except for Circles and the pumpkin spice song that I will be releasing soon.
Mhm.
I have written my own songs and I've definitely done the melodies for them with my would the term be former when you used to work with
Yeah,
someone?
farmer,
Okay.
farmer.
So my former engineer, he goes by Vasco got the recipe. He should be well known around here, but I was working with him doing
Mhm.
my more soca calypso type songs.
Right.
And I written those and I had the melody in my head and I did those ones with him. So those ones are definitely composed and song written by me. And for the dancehall ones, it's just the songs that were written by me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how much can you actually share on circles? Are you able to get us even a sneak peek into that? Because there was a little bit of controversy around that. I'm thinking, can you share for our people who are late to class? I think you saw some of the comments, like who is her guest? Just for the sake of those latecomers who may have joined us and trying to figure out who this lady is. I'm distracting them with this darn hat cocked on the side today. This is taking me out of my comfort zone, but I'm comfortable, right, Jim?
I'm
Can you
loving it
just
though.
share, thanks. Can you just share for those who are just tuning in, uh,
Yeah.
who you are? I'm only been saying Madam Nirosa, but I know people may know your connections to the BRAC because you know how it is, who your mama is. Yeah,
Oh,
that part of thing. Yeah. And I know
so
you
my
got that
mama.
cultural side in you.
For anyone who is just joining in, hello, my name is Madam Nirosa. I am a multi-talented creative. I sing, I dance, I paint. I love um, trying new things as long as it's creative. And I am originally born and raised in Caymanian. My
Mhm.
mama is Teresa, but her imposter name, and I say imposter name because I would have recently knew that her name was actually Mildred, and I hear calling her by her middle name,
Oh, oh my
which is
goodness.
also my middle name. So
Okay.
like, oh, I said, well, hello, Teresa, if that is your name, but all love at the end of the day. Some people tend to know my grandparents, which is Editha Borden and Dario Borden.
Hmm.
Dario is known for his famous half split
Yep.
at the
Hmm.
bar.
Dario. Oh yeah.
but uh,
Well, Dario.
but at least I know where I got my dad's smooth from, so
There you go.
I good on that.
For you,
I
you
good
can't
on.
help it.
Oh goodness. In regards to the dancehall music that I'm putting out, it's for exposure. It's a way for me to connect with a different audience.
Hmm.
And then what I will say about the Circles song is I'm actually planning to release a Circles music video this weekend.
Wow.
So make sure to tune in on Sunday around 3 p.m. for exciting news.
Tune in where for us
Oh
who
yeah,
are
you're right. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? So for Instagram, it is at Madam Nirosa, Madam without the E at the end. And for TikTok, it is also Madam Nirosa. Facebook is my government name, which is
so it's
it's
at Madam Norosa.
yes, ma'am.
At Madam Nirosa.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to just put that up here. And that's your Instagram.
Yeah. And I should actually, I have in my link, I have a profile link that will share the rest of my socials if anyone
Okay,
is
well, what you
interested.
can do,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. What you can do then is WhatsApp that to me, and then
Oh,
I can definitely put it
well,
up there.
excuse me. Let me just get that for you.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, now that I got this
Let me
whole
get
thing
that
here
for
working out, I figuring it out. I figuring it out. Mhm.
we figure it out together.
Well, just to let you know that the audience that are with us is just loving your vibes. It
Oh,
has
thank
been
you so
beautiful
much.
feedback.
Thank
Like you
you.
see, Jim is saying here, beautiful attitude. And, we got Lisa Brightly that says, spiritual discernment is very important for all of us in these last days.
Absolutely.
Yeah, even Miss Connie is acknowledging love your vibes. And I mean, that just shows when somebody's putting it on for the lights and the camera and the
Oh,
likes.
yeah.
And you know when it's genuine, but there's just a calm that is coming from you that
Oh,
is,
thank you
I
so
know,
much.
I feel that whatever you actually set your mind to, that will be felt as an artist into what work you produce. And I'm excited once you share this thing with me.
I'm trying to multitask and like and send it and then look at the same time. Like, yes, I'm listening.
Yep, I got
I'm
it.
listening. Just all right. So I just sent it.
I got it here.
Woo, all
Let's
right.
do this.
You got my full attention again. I'm right
Mm-hmm.
here. I'm right here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I won't judge you today.
Yeah, I mean, you got how judge me because I ain't got the wine. I gotta do better, you know. I ain't got
You
my Moscato.
you think I crazy? Well, they could judge me on this show.
Oh goodness,
But
I
it's
love it.
this is
Mm-mm.
just amazing to be here with you and to share this space with you, to get people to know exactly who you are, to get familiar with you, and to really, I more women in the music industry, as you rightfully said, are subjected to the sexual acts and all that sort of stuff. And I know you may have heard some conversations in regards to even the last carnival that we had that were used as sex symbols. How would you remain true to yourself, to your core, without actually, because we know sex sells. We're speaking it real here.
Yeah, it's true. It's
You
true.
have to
Yeah.
remain true and grounded to your brand. How are you able then, you feel, that you would be able to navigate what society demands and who you are to your core?
So one thing that is actually fascinating about the music in see, Jim beat me to it. Jim be plum. He said
Jim,
authenticity.
let me tell you,
Can
Jim
we get a
is,
buzzer for him? Can we get a buzzer for Jim?
you're gonna
All
gonna
right.
get
So
more.
yes, the authenticity. What I notice is when there's too much common, like too much calm in the water, it gets boring, right? But once you have one big old wave, you're gonna have excitement. And I see authenticity like that. When you put out something that is not the norm or regular, because people need stimulation. We need it.
Right.
I need it. You know, that's why I'm like, I can't stick to one thing as a creative. I have to have new experiences in order to challenge myself. So that's how I know, like, I am going to break that generational curse. I'm going to change
Yeah.
the algorithm in the music industry because it's already happening. All of these hybrid genres that are going out, that's
Mm-hmm.
because my generation is like, I don't know who started it, but whoever started it, they said, you know what? Today I'm gonna do something crazy, and they just
Mm-hmm.
did it. And now
Right.
look at what is happening. We
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of like dancehall pop or R&B and soca. Like people are doing their thing, and we are loving it. I'm here for it. I'm not gonna do your
Right.
thing
You
because it
mean
gives me the opportunity to do my thing.
exactly, exactly.
Oh man!
Now
So
let's go ahead. Finish.
oh no, that was it. That was it. Yeah.
Now let's let's get into the actual current entertainment landscape, right? Do you think we have enough venues, events, and platforms to help local artists grow at this time?
I would say yes. However, some of them, it's a little tricky. So for me, I think if I wasn't networking, I probably wouldn't have been able to sing at certain events.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but we do have some like Cool Out. I was administering
Mm-hmm.
for Cool Out. And I'm hoping to be on board with it again because what it did is it helped to bring the business side and the creative side together. It created that bridge for them to connect because that's something that was lacking here, the business side. So all of
Mm-hmm.
us can actually become our own people, our own brand, our own boss, and we wouldn't
Right.
have to fall prey to big organizations who are like, "Hey, I got you. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
sprinkle a little love." And
Mm-hmm.
then at the end of the day, you're giving up more than just sprinkles, you know.
Yeah, it's
So I
true.
would say that there are some here, but sometimes you gotta kind of poke out to find it. If you're
Mm-hmm.
not someone who is very socially aware, like on social media a lot, then it might be a little
Mm-hmm.
harder for you to find it in comparison to me who's like I have that drive and I'm like, you know what, I need to see what's out there, so I will visually go out and just be like, all right, let's see what's new, what's happening, what can I get involved in, you know. So I feel like sometimes it is there, but it's like hidden gems in
Right.
our hidden gem. You know, so sometimes you gotta dig a little deeper and you'll
Yeah,
find
it's
it.
true. It's true. And then when you actually get that right balance and you find the right mix, how do you then keep relevant without pretty much going on the other side?
That's a very interesting question. But let's see.
Hmm. Again, it goes back to authenticity.
It does. But if your brand is open to perspective and compromise, it's doable as long as it's not for long. If it's like a one and done and it
Mhm,
was just for that, then all right, cool. But if it's something that like is gonna take a lot out of your brand, then no. That's a
mhm,
sign that okay, this is not the opportunity I'm supposed to be in. This was
mhm.
not meant for me, and that's okay. Another door will open for me.
Right.
So yeah.
Now,
But
when
it's fine. It's oh, I need to stop doing that. I gotta do this, but like Antonia, she's
no,
talking this.
it's no, the reason being, I think there is a slight delay in between me and you, so it happens. I'm just getting used to it, but you're not by any means cutting me off. This is your space. I'm just making sure that we engage, and but you're not at all cutting me off, which is why you will hear me say no, continue, because I'm showcasing and highlighting you. I want you to get to sell yourself, to for people to know who you are, to get your brand out there, to get your name, your face, your signature, and definitely for people to understand who you are. So when we see that big label come, they'd be like, "Ah, she was on Sabrina Speaks." So
No,
do
I
by all means
appreciate that.
continue.
Thank you. Sorry. But basically what I was gonna say is the easiest way for you to figure out what fits for you, which fits for your brand and what doesn't, is just the experimenting process.
Mhm,
Being true to yourself is going to get you there quicker because you're going to know what people's true intentions are for you, if they just want your voice and
right.
not your brand, or
Mhm,
if they are in support of the vision that you have already and just want to invest in it. If that's the
mhm.
case, that's okay. But terms and conditions apply.
Of
how
course.
much how much you try to take out of my brand when you
Right.
invest. Oh man. But hey, it's a learning experience. I'm here for it and I'm just enjoying the process.
Right. Now you are actually it's inspiring to see young talented artists like yourself paving the way.
Thank you.
Where do you actually see yourself in let's say 5 years?
Um, it always fascinated me when people ask that because I have to wonder what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. But hey, we can have a wild guess. We can have a wild guess. I'm hoping to first accomplish a well-established career in the music industry, but
Mhm.
I'm also hoping to have other avenues established, like acting, maybe having some kind of art business. I know that trading is a big thing. I'm
Uh-huh.
just trying to find other ways to make money while I sleep. I'm one of those. So maybe something in trading or something that is, legal.
Mhm. Mhm.
And hmm, I guess just finally being in a position where I am finally at peace and comfortable where I am. And when I do want something, I can literally just get it because I worked hard for it, you
Right.
know? But owning different businesses is definitely something that I
Mhm.
I want to get into for sure. So it has to be art, maybe a hub for acting, singing. You know what? This is how I know I got too much ideas. I got too much ideas. Let me just keep as ensuring that I am the CEO of a lot of businesses, ones
Mm.
that are still under my brand, because I want to trademark my name so that when I are doing these brands, these other businesses, they just fall under one thing.
One umbrella.
Yeah, one umbrella.
So, which means you being able to protect your brand, you should be doing that from now as you actually go into collaboration with even producers and
Oh
other
yes,
writers.
absolutely.
So, in order for you to have that, you definitely need an attorney under your belt or at your disposal.
Yes. So one interesting thing about the person who's like investing and doing
Hmm.
these projects with me is that individual actually has those things at hand already.
Okay. Hmm.
I have my own um I guess way of trademarking my name, because obviously when I put up my songs and stuff and I put my name to it, like my record, I have my um not not my streaming platform or the
Hmm.
streaming distributor. It's the copyright distributor that would hold
Okay.
like the library of your songs and your name and your
Hmm.
information, so that kind of assists in it to an
Hmm.
extent. So I'm in the works of getting it done for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how do you see the impact of artificial intelligence, AI, impacting it? We're hearing all of these and we're seeing all of these articles coming out where people are just going crazy on online streaming of music and stuff, buying things that is AI generated. And here you are with a God given talent, are competing now with artificial intelligence. How do you see that in the future possibly impacting not only you, but your God-given talent?
Well, honestly, one thing that AI can't take away from me is frequency. There is
Mhm.
frequency in music, and you can, if you are someone who is spiritually inclined like myself, when you listen to music now, you listen for the frequency, and if it resonates with you, that's how you know it's pure. When I listen to
So
certain AI music, it's hard. Oh, I'm so sorry again. Um, when I when I listen to certain AI music, it's very hard to connect with it because it's like, what are they going off of? Where are they
mm,
getting this information from? It's like they're just pulling it from anywhere else and then
mhm,
just putting it in one. It's like it's not really going to
mhm,
do much good for you. You can find ways to sell it. And I love that, but authenticity will always win because you can't recreate that through AI,
mhm.
unfortunately.
Right. But some of the tools that they actually do have in the industry nowadays requires or it makes life easier. Again,
Yeah,
working smarter, not harder, almost.
which is fine. Like that, if you're using it to enhance what you already have, that's fine. But don't let it take away the originality of your brand, because
Hmm.
that's it's just it's not going to be worth it anymore for your consumers. If especially if your consumers fell in love with the originality of you, and
Mhm.
you make AI take that over, then it's just going to mess it up. So you
Okay.
can use AI for maybe the admin side of things, because the admin work for me, that is like, I don't want to do
Mhm.
that. I just want to create the songs and just
Right.
be me. So I'll make the
Mhm.
AI do that, do the admin stuff. Love that for you. But the authenticity part, that's my job as the
Mhm.
artist, you know? Yeah.
Now, how do you actually break the ice to actually get your foot into the door to say, wow, I'm one step closer to getting there? And if you can define from the musician industry, what does getting there mean? The mere fact that I used it, I constantly hear it, or you reach, you bus. Um, how do you actually make that? How do you know when you're even on the right path?
So when you first write down the goals that you want to accomplish, that's a start because you're giving yourself an end goal. And when you take time to reflect, let's say I have been putting in the effort and consistency, but I haven't taken the time to self-reflect and take a look at the past to make sure that, okay, in comparison to what I'm doing now, have I actually made improvement? And if I have, that's a clear indication that I have, that I
Mhm,
am a step further to my end
mhm,
goal.
mhm,
So setting your intentions of what you want out of life is key, because that is going to wire your brain to be like, okay, I have a start and I have a finish. So let's put in
mhm,
the work.
mm. Has any of your work included your upbringing, like coming from the brat? Because that's a place of solitude, always some place that as you get off the plane, it's like something just melts away from you. Has any of your work thus far, be it in your paintings, your artwork, or even in your lyrics, bring you back to your childhood, like your earlier days?
So one of my original songs, Island Girl, it is about, it was appreciation for Caribbean women. Because to an extent, I felt like I wasn't really being valued as a lady, and I felt like I needed to speak out for my queens in the
Mhm,
Caribbean, you know?
mhm,
And I was going through my own little rough patches in life. I did, and I still do miss, Cayman Brat, because I connect with nature. I love nature. I love going to the beach. And the saddest thing about here is that I can't see the beach when I drive anymore. I have to stop and walk in. It's like, come on, man. It just,
mhm,
it takes away that homage for me. So that's one thing that Island Girl reminded me of. I actually have it on YouTube, the video there, and you'll see like me being by the ocean and just being around nature, because that's where I feel most whole. And it reminds me of Kim and Brock,
mhm,
and being me. And just whenever I sing that song to myself, I remind myself of how much of a gem I am and how
mhm,
inspiring I am to anyone who is either in my life or I am a part of theirs. I understand the value that I could hold
mhm.
within them. Yeah. That's just one of them, obviously, but
Well, no,
that would
that's
have been.
fine.
Sorry.
No, I said that that's fine.
Okay. Um, I feel like I have something else that I want to say, but I'm not sure what. I'm having a brain fart. Oh no. It's getting wired down. Wee, wee, wee. You know what?
You're winding
I'm
down.
gonna wine in there. I need to get wine now. Like
Mhm,
you have
mhm.
your own influence on me. I like it. I
Yeah,
love
good.
it. I'm
As long
loving
as
it.
it's
I'm
good,
not gonna complain.
as long as it's positive. Now, I
I'm here
s-
for.
I saw you performed at an event where you were in traditional Caymanian attire. You had on
Ooh.
a hat. That will remain with me for a while. Can you add theater with your performance, and even your stage presence meant a lot. It brought a lot to even others that were performing because it came back to uniquely Cayman. You see yourself now going into this new genre with your new breakthrough and your collaborations that you're doing. do you feel that that will eventually fade with time, or you will try to have pieces, songs that you're able to still showcase how people may have first been introduced to you?
So one thing that I intend to keep with me within my songwriting is storytelling, because storytelling is a big part of our culture. And I
Mhm,
grew up with Gimme Story. I loved it so very much. So finding a way to tell my own stories and have people
mhm.
interested in actually listening to the lyrics rather than the beat of my music is so powerful for me. So one thing that I want and ensure that I always take with me is the storytelling of how I speak in my lyrics, regardless
Mhm,
of what it is. Like, it has to be interesting. It has to have some kind of plot to it, you know?
mhm,
So no, I don't want it to fade. I can't. I feel like that's probably one thing that will help keep like the Caymanian identification close to me as well.
mhm,
Because sometimes, actually, I can even say that at one point, I kind of was struggling to find my identity as a Caymanian because I
mm,
wasn't feeling enough of it around me. So I kind of had to do my own revisit of it of, okay, I know about our culture, but I'm not feeling it. So let me revisit it. Let me kind of play tourist
mhm,
so
mhm,
I can get that experience and embed it back into my
mhm.
system.
And I
But
applaud you for that. I must applaud you for that, because sometimes we're almost as if we're ashamed of what we say is our culture, and yet, it's fading. So I applaud you for that.
thank you. I appreciate that. But you know the most funniest thing is, anytime my mom visits up here, I kid you not, she rewires me just like that. Like, as soon as she leaves, I am talking the rawest Caymanian accent known to man. It's there,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, Lord, thank you for that woman. I hope she never dies. Just
You're right.
keep her going, please. Because she is as raw as they come. She has no filter, and I love that about my mom. Like,
Mhm,
she is an absolute warrior. Like, my mother does not take nothing from no one, and I
mhm.
guess that's where I get some like my resilience from,
Right.
is just knowing what you want, and regardless of what it takes, you're gonna go and you're gonna get it because that is what you believe in your heart that you deserve. So I
Mhm.
just big up to my moms for that, you know.
Oh, there you go. I'm
Yeah.
quite sure she's more than proud of you. And the mere fact that life is taking you where it's taking you, and that still remains with you as a foundation, is admirable. Because for far too often we see what's happening in Hollywood. They reach there and it's like they fall off the deep end. Like,
Oh yes.
having those core people around you to keep you grounded is key in this industry. It's obvious.
Yes, absolutely. The scary side of, interesting enough, growing up, like in my teenager years, knowing and understanding the bad side of the whole creative industry, it kind of discouraged me to an extent to not go into it because I was like, you know what? I don't want the fame. I just want to make some money from it. And that's the key thing I was going for because I was like, I was scared that if I got famous, I would end up getting invited to the somehow to the bad side, and then I
Mhm.
wouldn't know how to get out, and that was my fear for some time. But you know what, now that I am where I am, I'm like, you know what, it's not that bad because there's also a good side, if not a greater side.
Mhm.
And that that has kept me calm. I just, the things that I hear that be
Mhm.
happening to people, I'm like, it's very sad. It is
Uh-huh.
very sad because with like what money and power would do to someone, you know. But
Mhm,
I think
mhm,
that once you have the spiritual responsibility of these blessings, you will be fine and you will
right.
know how to manage that money instead of using it for things that you shouldn't be using it for.
I think one of the things happens with every life, and everybody's life, is maturity. And
Oh
you're
yeah,
still
absolutely.
a rather young, mature young lady coming up into the industry. Now, there's one thing of everybody goes into this. You have to make money somewhere, somehow. but not as your primary focus in it. Because if
Yes.
it's all about that at the end of the day, without being robbed or someone taking advantage of you deliberately, then you tend to lose focus on your craft. And that is where having the right persons in your surrounding, from what I'm seeing based on age and just coming up, not as an artist, but as someone who is an entrepreneur, not was, is an entrepreneur, that remained, had me focused. You can't just look at the money. And from the artistic side, which I don't have, to be honest, which I was corrected by another artist.
Oh, ma'am. I believe that each and every one of us are some type of creative. You
Mm.
literally created a community from what? From exactly nothing. But look at that. It was a thought in your mind. And
And a
here
push
we
by
are.
Sandra. That was one hell of a push by Sandra. Yeah,
Here
but yeah.
we are. But look at it. So
Mhm.
for me, you created something. So you are creative.
You see, that's from the eyes of an artist. How many, how many of us right now are in tune or will actually watch this podcast that don't even realize how powerful that was, because we dilute that very thing that is making you into who you are. You can't
Absolutely.
identify art if it's not in you, but you actually tapped in to the creative side of yourself. And here you are on this space that I did not even realize in your world would be considered art.
And it is. It is art. Art is literally just the thought that you can create something from a thought process. That is art
Mhm.
because it hasn't even been made yet. So once it is now in reality in full form, yes, of course it's going to be art. It's your art because you
Mhm.
made it.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
your creation, your babies. So
Right.
anything in life that is created is a type of art. Even
Mhm.
to the furniture, even this bed I'm laying on, this is art.
There
You
you
know,
go.
so everything that surrounds us is art.
Which again puts the spotlight back on societal pressures. You say it's you understanding your space, protecting what you see from your artistic side. People's perception and public pressure can actually help you. It can actually make you or break you. How do
Yes.
you navigate those minefields? Because not everybody can see your vision, your mission.
So going back to the whole spiritual balance, one thing that I noticed about myself growing up is I had the talent, but I always had distractions in my way trying to
Mm,
navigate me off course. But because I finally found that spiritual balance in myself, I realized that it was just all in my head,
mhm,
allowing things that don't belong in my headspace, in my thoughts, in my mind. But now that I have that spiritual balance, I am ready to take on the world. I am ready to reject the things that don't belong in my space so that
mhm.
I can peacefully create the things that I want to create out of life because it's my life at the end of the day.
Right.
So obviously not everyone might be a spiritual person, and that's absolutely fine, you know. Figure out what works for you,
Mhm,
right? But
mhm.
I think the importance of it is this for me being a spiritual person, it helped to create boundaries. And I think just having boundaries set for your foundation will take you where you need to go.
Do you find that during you finding yourself and evolving in accepting you for you, not making anyone write the terms of who you are, have you lost friends and gained, or has it remained neutral and people have just been respectful of who you're becoming?
I've definitely lost connection with some friends. I guess what I mean by that is like I'll still keep in touch with them, but more of the closer connection I used to have with them, I don't have it anymore. And like it's okay, because I feel that in order for you to gain certain responsibilities in your life, you're going to be tested. You're going to be taught if you can sacrifice other things to get that. And that's honestly how it works, the
Mm-hmm.
equivalent exchange of life. It's a
Mm-hmm.
whole cycle around us. So you need to ask yourself, are you willing to compromise to get this
Mm-hmm.
career, to get this goal that you want so badly? Are you willing to put away the things that no longer serves you purpose? And
Mm-hmm.
if you are, then yes, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose those friends. You're gonna lose those relatives or whoever it is you used to be acquainted with. And that's
Mm-hmm.
fine. You need to remove certain things out of your life in order to bring new life, new
Right.
beginnings into it. So I've come to the conclusion that it's fine. And wherever I go, I know I will find peace at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
road.
Mm. Oh, wow. Now I know that this industry, this space, and everything is for creatives, and we don't want to make it appear as if there is absolutely all negative for Cayman. But do you find that at the end of the day, this is kind of stifling being here? That if you want to really make it, you see yourself having to leave? This is by no way putting down the place we call home. This is honestly just having the real conversation.
So yes, it is a little sad that some of us may have to go overseas to get more opportunities. However, I feel like the greatest thing with this though is for people like me and also James Gary, who he's in the process of doing it. He is finding a way to build a bridge from our beautiful islands to the world. So for any upcoming artists who feel like there's no opportunities here, they will have the opportunity and connections right here
Wow.
through other people who are doing it for them,
Mhm.
doing the hard work, you know?
Right.
Um, so I mean, yeah, it is sad, but it takes one person
Hmm.
to make the change,
Hmm.
and it's happening. And I'm just in anticipation for the results. I'm just very excited that we finally have a community that is supporting each other as we
Right.
should.
Hmm. Do you think that has to do with maturity and seeing what's happening in the other regions, that it's no man is an island?
Oh, yes,
Because it's very
absolutely.
competitive. Music is a very competitive market.
Man, you telling me? Whew. Sometimes I just gotta close my eyes and say, you know what, this was a great one. Let me go sleep.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I can't think that way. I have to just keep putting what I can out there
Hmm.
and hoping that someone will be in support of it. And
Right.
realistically speaking, they will be. Because if that wasn't the case, there wouldn't be different genres from the start. You know,
Hmm.
that's how I see it. Like,
Hmm.
regardless of what weird idea you might have, put it out there, because I guarantee there's an audience for it.
Right. You just have to see it for what it is and just go with your gut. It's really, I'm quite sure some of those who have made it to the top 100, like the number one songs and all that sort of stuff, the song that they probably thought would have not given them the traction is the
Yeah.
one that ended up just blowing the chart. It's just the right time, season. I guess it's like a business: location, location, location.
Yes.
Quite sure it's no different with when it comes to music.
Yeah, it's no different. One important thing of doing campaign now is the marketing, because everything
Uh,
has become digitalized,
right.
which is why I have to be on social
Hmm.
socials as if I don't got a life, but here we are, we gotta
Right.
work with it. We gotta get with the program. The world is changing every day. So
So
as an
quickly.
artist, it becomes so challenging.
Mhm, mhm.
Absolutely challenging for me. But hey, I'm here, I'm alive, and that is enough for me to give grace.
There we go. Now let's go back to actual the business side of it. How are and going back into the music, what's next for you? what has been out there, how can people find your music, and give us a sneak peek into what's next. I mean, the holidays are quickly coming up. I can't believe I'm saying this. Pretty much July is done.
Right?
Um,
My
it's just
goodness.
mind blowing. I can see myself right now. I still see myself in the kitchen doing Christmas dinner. Like,
Oh,
yeah, it's like it's that fresh. Like you're doing the shopping for the Thanksgiving dinner, you're doing the shopping then for Christmas, and then bang, we're now pretty much welcoming August. But
yeah. It's
where do we
fascinating.
see yourself? Um, what's next for you?
So what's next for me? And I'm hoping, honestly, I'm not even gonna say I'm hoping. What is next for me is touring. Once I finish building a greater repertoire for my original music, my next goal is to tour. I haven't really traveled like that as yet, and I need to see the world. I need
Mhm.
some new environments. I gotta breathe. I need to
Fair.
see what the snow feels like, and
Mhm.
just I
Mhm.
gotta I gotta just see.
No, but we say that what helps one's creativity and see life from a different perspective is traveling. You have to understand different cultures, have different sceneries, and it's amazing an artist like yourself what that can actually expose and untap in your creative side. So I good for you.
I have to. At this point in my life, I have never been more passionate about what I
Mhm,
want, and I gotta get it.
mhm, mhm,
I gotta go get it. It's waiting for me, and I'm like, I'm coming home, honey.
mhm. Yeah. So you will make, and I'm quite sure that our audience and all of those persons who are following you, who are huge supporters of you, will not hold it against you because we understand how shallow our pool is here in the Cayman Islands, and that will not be held against you for having to go overseas to actually bloom, to blossom even more.
Oh yes, and the great thing about it as well is I noticed that us as Caymanian, we actually go abroad and we have our accomplishments. We're very supportive on our end. So you know what? I know I'm going to be doing my people a great justice and honor to
Mhm.
represent us going out there and showing them that, you know what? As small as we are small and mighty. So amen to that. And I'm going to make sure that I am a testimony to that.
Well, look here. Look what we got from Connie. Look at what we got here. I've never seen this girl, but I can just imagine her personally on stage. Girl, you are an inspiration. Well, let me tell you something, Connie. I I I really was with all of my faculties, and when I saw her perform, I was actually doing that in the audience, like, yeah, she got to win. Um, exactly what you are feeling, Connie, is exactly in the one. I could be honest, that was the first time I saw you perform. It was some party, I think Kenny and them put on down at Public Beach. And there was a
Oh.
competition, and you came out on stage with the big hat and the bumper. Uh-huh. Mhm.
I know what you're saying.
You
That
see?
was honestly, that was the funnest thing I've ever done
You
because
see?
I so there's a little I'm gonna tell you a little joke. When I was
Uh-huh.
in high school, so I'm trying to charge my phone, but when I was in high school, me and one of my cousins we used to call each other Gwendolyn and Teresi as in like grandmothers, and we would talk like grandmothers. And at
Uh-huh.
some point, I said, you know, we should start a granny talking show, like just because we love the comedy. And so I don't know what it is about me. I felt connected to my culture in that way, just being
Uh-huh.
like that. Because my mom, the way that she would dance to music, and she would do her little ground and singing, I'm like, hey, okay, I can do it
Mhm.
too. Let me do one better. Let me mix comedy with it.
You're
So
right.
people will feel the culture, they'll feel the love, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, I tell you, keep off on stage that night.
I'm just glad that the big bumper didn't fall out because that would have been it. All you would hear were all that. Oh goodness, but it was a fun time. The rehearsal, everything was just it was great. I had so much fun. And that's what I mean when I say like I will just put myself out there even if it's shenanigans, even if it's something that people aren't used to or it's like what is she doing? Like I love getting reactions out of people because it is a way to remind you that you have free will. Okay?
Mhm.
You don't have to be chained up here. Like
Yeah.
there's so much more to life. There's so many different places around the world to see, you
Mhm.
know? So I'm just starting here. Just let people know that I love you all and I will give you my love, but then when I'm gone, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And then
But
I'll come back for more love, you know?
exactly. But the good thing with you, what I see with you and listening to you throughout this entire conversation, who you are and a part of our culture will always be with you because it's amazing. That's one of the things that people who visit us here in the Cayman Islands say that they don't actually get to see enough of. So the mere fact that whatever that concert was that I attended, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a show for Pirates Week or around that time.
It should have been Soak on the Beach. If it was the
Some,
Granny one, it was Soak on the Beach.
that way
Yeah.
it is. And we had a lot of visitors. We had a lot of visitors here. And I was like, wow, Red Sky at Night, yes, I know. But to me, it needs to be spread out a little bit more. And even
Yeah.
though we had different genres, we had different persons that were not generational Caymanians performing because it was just showcasing the talent. That's why you stood out to me because it aligned more with exactly what I thought the theme of those performances or what they were supposed to deliver. Yours resonated more with me than all the other ones. I mean, you had a lot of talent on the stage, but you actually, in my humble opinion, not because you're on the space, I'm just being very honest.
Oh no, be as transparent. Do your thing.
You brought who we were as Caymanian. You could see that stamp there. You are actually a very talented young lady, and your vocals were on point. Good for you. And I mean, that is just honest critique.
I appreciate that. I appreciate anyone who is willing to be as transparent as possible. I can't take anyone beating around the bush. I will take that honesty any time of the day
Mhm.
because that will always ensure what I need to improve
Mhm.
and what is not an actual opinion or advice. That makes sense. So
Yeah.
it will definitely um s- differentiate between those who actually care about my well-being who doesn't. So I
Mhm.
appreciate you for that.
Someone is asking whether or not there's any relation
To
ship
Matt
to
Brown,
Matt Brown.
i'm
We
i'm i'm
everybody know Matt.
I'm gonna be real with you. I am terrible with names, but I love faces.
Okay, Matt Brown, he's the one that does the there's a show always at the Harkwell where they're mimicking politicians and stuff. He can mimic people a lot.
Oh, hmm.
Mhm.
I guess
Mhm.
I wouldn't be surprised if I am related because everybody I'm related. You know, it just it funny. It the funniest thing. So if my mama told me that, yeah, you don't know who he from. He from cousin thing and I like mommy. I don't know these people. Why you?
I have
And
to
there will be
leave that.
people come up to me. There'll be
Uh-huh.
people saying that, oh yeah, I remember you when you in your diapers. Well, I don't remember me in my diapers, so how am I gonna remember? Ah, we gotta love it. That's what I love about the culture. I just love that all of us, deep down, we
Rundown.
love in mind.
Matt Brown is big in Rundown.
Oh,
The
okay.
play Rundown. He's always and he's big in the cultural arts. Definitely. I co-hosted Gimme Story with him during lockdown, and we were doing a lot, and that was the first time unscripted. And we were just playing off of each other's energy. But some people are recognizing that you have a creative side. And I'm just letting you know, shameless plug, that we are looking for more content creators here on the cmrtv.com.
Oh,
Yeah, so I mean, you actually saying that you like to go into character. And
absolutely.
once you have the content, once it's comedy, I can definitely share after this show how that you can get in contact with Sandra and hear more about it because the arts is something that that we want to showcase here. This is a wonderful family, and the mere fact that I'm highlighting you, showcasing you introducing you not only locally, but regionally, internationally. And people here in the Cayman Islands have not even seen you perform. See, Jim would love to hear her perform, especially the jazz side of her talent.
So, Jim, on Saturday, if you have ever heard of St. June, that is behind 7 across from the Ritz Carlton. I will be there from 5:30 to 8:30 singing right close to the bar section. Yes.
So that's as you go into the main entrance. I think it's Silver Palms
Um
on the land side or the beach side.
so the 7, do you know where the 7 restaurant is?
7 restaurants on the seaside.
So it's behind the 7 restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you'll be there from 5 to 7.
5:30 to 8:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is a gig that you have all the time? Yeah, like if people really want to see you perform, where can we see you perform?
So every Sunday, though we are in slow season, every Sunday I'm normally at Union Grill, which is in Caymanian Bay, and that is from 6:30 to 8:30. But because we're in slow season, I have had some canceled gigs, but every Sunday that's normally where I am. Yeah.
How good are you at a cappella? And you know where I'm going.
Oh.
How good are you a cappella?
I'm actually pretty good at a cappella.
What can you throw in for our audience, especially the likes of Jim? Because I know he probably has his charcuterie board in front of him right now with something. And Connor too. She too.
Wait, sorry, as in you want me to just sing something, or
I want you. It's a Friday, whatever genre, or if you want, you can give us 2. Hey.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
I guess I can sing one of. I'll sing Island Girl.
Go ahead.
Give me a moment, guys. I got to process. There's a lot of eyes on me. Okay. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I'm trying to be serious.
You're
myself.
on American Idol. You're making your debut, and there's absolutely no pressure on at all because you don't know. You never get second chance to make a first impression. And first of all, we're the judges, and you're gonna serenade Jim, the likes of Connie, and all of those, and me. So let's see what Madam Nirosa has in store for us.
Did you hear about this island girl? I'll tell you about this island girl. You heard about this island girl? Let me tell you about this diamond swirl. She's a blessing in disguise. Love the way she holds a smile. Rarest of the gems I find. One day she'll be my wife. She always wears a pretty face, so proud. Can't take her nowhere 'cause she's loud. But she don't care 'cause everybody knows. She says exactly how it goes. Did you hear about this island girl? I'll tell you about this island girl. You heard about this island girl? Let me tell you about this diamond swirl. She's a blessing in disguise. Love the way she holds a smile. Rarest of the gems I find. One day she'll be my wife.
Yay! Go girl. So you got Connie going. Connie said, money pull up, money pull up. Oh gosh. You see what I'm telling you? You see what I'm telling you?
I gotta behave myself, boy. Worries in the dance. Worries today.
Are you gonna treat us to one more like something like a jazz tone?
Oh, a jazzy one?
Yeah, just for Jim. Just for Jim. Lovely. See, Jim, thumbs up.
Can Jim should I play music for this one?
Whatever works. Okay. Yeah. Look at what you guys are gonna do.
Let's do that, Jim. Let's do that for you.
Hey, Jim, just for Jimmy. Just for Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I got the best audience, trust me.
All right, let's see what I'm feeling.
Let's see. You see how we can do it here?
Ooh, I'll do Crazy in the jazz style.
Okay, go ahead.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. Mm. And when you're out there without care, yes, I was sabotaged. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. You see, I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. My heroes had a heart to lose their last down on the lane. And all I remember is thinking, I wanna be like them. Come on now. Who do you, who do you think you are? Well, ha ha ha, bless your soul. You really think that you're in control. Well, I think you're crazy. That make me crazy. Does that make me crazy? Tell me, possibly. To lose the lights out on the list. All I remember is I wanna be like this. Ever since I was little, ever since I was little, it looked like fun. And it's no coincidence I've come. And I can die when I'm done. Well, that's a little jazz.
There you go. Oh my God. See, even Shaka Zulu is saying you're amazing. And let me tell you, Shaka Zulu was a judge. Hey, you met his satisfaction, girl. I say you got a golden ticket.
Wait, so I'm going to the chocolate factory? Oh,
Yeah, girl.
hallelujah. I can't
You
eat
got
till
a
I can.
golden ticket. You got a golden ticket. Look.
Ooh.
Jim is saying, okay, she hit a couple of notes that gave me goosebumps.
Oh,
Look at
Jim, you
that.
better stop it
Thank
with that
you.
now.
Thank you. Thank you.
You
Thank you.
better
Thank you.
stop it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, guys. It really means a lot. Oh,
Kaboom!
There we got to get
hallelujah.
two. Yeah, you got the golden ticket and you got the kaboom right here
Oh, I love
on
it. I
the
love the love,
Sabrina Speak.
honestly. It
Oh
means
my
so much, guys.
God.
Thank you. Just
Yeah,
some
you are
kisses. Thank you
so
so much. It means
authentic. You
so
are
much to me,
so
truly.
genuine. You're so pure. I could have never even imagined just speaking to you this morning that this would have ended up like this. Thank you for being so open. Thank you for being so honest and showcasing yourself. And there's no telling where this is going to end up. And I pray I'm going to send positive energy out in the world, in
Taking
the
on it.
universe today, that
Taking on it.
someone will see you and say, I saw you on a podcast and I want to know more. I want to get to know you more. And we are going to be here for you every step of the way. We're definitely going to keep eyes on you. And we're definitely waiting for this weekend. So tell us exactly what's coming this weekend.
So on Saturday, I will be at St. June. That is by 7 restaurant. Good luck finding parking because I know it's a tight space, but once you get through, you walk straight to the back of it. There'll be a poolside, and then there'll be like a little bar to the right side of the
Mm-hmm.
pool, and
Okay.
then next to it is a little hut area. That's where St. June is.
Okay.
Now, to no, sorry, on Sunday
Mm-hmm.
there is a Cayman International Hair Show going on.
Mm-hmm.
I will be singing there as well. Starting time for me would be around 6. So tickets are on sale, guys, for anyone who's interested for hair, big fashion. I love me some networking. So I'm hoping to see some of you guys out there. I will be singing 2 songs for that, 2 different time slots, but I will be there engaging and just, cheering on anyone who is dressing up. I just love it. I love
Nice.
everything about the
Nice.
creative industry, guys. So I hope to see you out there. Honestly, feel free to follow me on Instagram. Again, for anyone who is new here, it is Madam Nirosa without the E at the end. Same for TikTok. And for anyone who's interested in my music on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, I have a link in my bio titled Artist Portfolio, and that
Mm-hmm.
will give you everything you need to know about me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Definitely. Well, it
And
is
thank you to the one and
my
only Sabrina.
my
You can't
honor.
forget the host. Come on now,
Yep.
people.
Look,
We
look,
can't
look.
forget the host.
It
This
is my
beautiful,
honor.
beautiful soul over here. Thank
It
you,
is my
mademoiselle.
honor, my honor, madam, to wind down Friday with you. And again, now you understand. You see the sanity to my madness when I
Oh,
say about wind down Fridays and showcasing musicians, the arts, hearing people in the industry, and you couldn't have done a better job. And this is what I'm going to do for
ooh,
all
I
of
got I
us.
got it. You don't see it, but I see it. We got it. Ooh,
Mhm.
girl, that's right. It is
Kudos
well
to you.
earned. Mm-hmm.
Positive energy. Wish
Mm-hmm.
you all the best. And I know this will not be the last time you will be showcased here on the Sabrina Speaks show, right here on cmrtv.com. And we're definitely rooting for you, girl.
Thank you so very much for your support. It means a lot to me. And honestly, this is one of my blessings as well that was answered today because I'm always praying for opportunities. And you keep like obviously we know Brent is the real
Exactly. Yeah.
person who
I'm
links
glad you
us.
said that. Yeah.
Big up
Brent
to
is the
Brent.
bridge. Brent is big up. Cheers to Brent. Cheers
Cheers
to
to
Brent.
Brent. But I definitely feel that this is supposed to happen. None of this is a coincidence. So thank you so much for this opportunity. It means everything to me. And I can't wait to be on here again and just have our regular girl conversations. I need it sometimes, like it's well
You know
needed.
what? That's what I took out of this exchange today. It's a girl talk. It's for where you took this, we could have just been all on you. But you shared so much of you today. Then we went back to business. Then we looked at the music side. We dabbled into the art. And then here, you performed for us on the cuff. You have all of the foundation ingredients for being a superstar. And when I do see you, I got ask you for your autograph or have people.
I'll do you one better. And this is if I have any canvases left over, I can do a personality painting for you. And you'll have my
Oh, how
autograph on
sweet.
there.
How sweet. How
You'll have my
sweet.
autograph on there.
Yeah. Well, thank
Mm.
you so much. This show must come to an end.
Ah. But
Yeah.
hey, at
Bottoms up,
least
bottoms
we
up.
oh yes, hallelujah. That buzzer ding ding ding. But but no, once again, truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you. It really means a lot to share your audience with me because you're not obligated to, but here you are doing it, and I know you're going to be highly favored,
I
like
share it. I
highly favored
share
and
it.
blessed.
I share it.
So keep doing your thing, keep being amazing because you are beautiful, ma'am,
Oh,
inside and
thank
out.
you.
I need you to know that. I feel like
Likewise.
sometimes people need to know like how great they are. And you are
Mhm.
doing it and you are going to continue doing it. And we're gonna come back. And when we come back and see each other again, we're gonna be like, girl,
Woot
I got the
woot.
tease.
Yep.
I got the
Yep.
tease to share
Yep.
with you.
Well, I hope
Oh,
just your energy alone speaks a lot. And that is why I feel will not only keep you grounded, but will definitely carry you through in this industry. And this is not just cliche. I will definitely keep you in my prayers. And I know that the prayers of the unknown many a times is what actually takes you through, because you're going to need it. There are going to be days that you're
absolutely.
going to be, it's not all going to be, life is not a merry-go-round. You're going to
Oh,
have the
yeah.
up days, you're going to have your down days. But the mere fact that you're in tune with a higher power, put God first in everything that you do, never move without faith. And I'm going to share that reel that I saved with you, that I posted on Facebook and on my WhatsApp status. Simple things are your blessings. Just keep it real, be
Mm.
authentically you, and put God first in everything that you do. I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you so much. And I wish nothing but prosperity and abundance on your journey because you're going to Hollywood. Ding,
I
ding, ding.
claim it. I claim it. I claim it. My
I
love.
had to leave with a little comedy. I'm sorry.
All the
Okay.
best to you, Madam Nirosa.
Thank you
And
so
have a
much. And once again,
wonderful weekend.
guys, thank you as well for joining this channel. You have an amazing host here. Do not get rid of her, okay? We gotta protect her. All right, at all costs.
Got to
So
protect everybody. Yep.
absolutely. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Love
and
you.
I hope you have a great weekend.
I will. Definitely.
All right.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're come to the end, and I've gone over in 5 minutes. Yes, I've gone over by 5 minutes. So for the couple minutes that I actually exited yesterday, which, by the way, was an amazing interview with Oscar and his lovely wife Melissa. And I'm so happy for all the feedback that we got. But yeah, we got to cheers to life. Give cheers to life. Give cheers to you, because today is our 4th Friday, which means technically I've been here for a month already. Who would have ever thought? But this show is not possible without you, without the help of God. And definitely, you make it all possible. You make me want to come back. You keep me grounded. And you're going to be blown away by some of the topics next week. I will definitely post our subjects for Monday's show. Over the weekend, I will not share it because I want you to wind down into the weekend. And later on into the weekend, I will share with you exactly what the topic on Monday will be like. Until Monday, have a safe and fabulous weekend, everybody. Love you always. And thank you for your participation. Thank you. Thank you all. God bless. Let's get out of here, guys. Bye. That's a wrap for today's edition of Sabrina Speaks. Thank you for tuning in and for being part of the conversation. Remember, the dialogue doesn't stop here. Stay engaged, stay informed, and most importantly, stay empowered. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m., same time, same place, right here on CMR TV and radio, where your voice matters and your truth is heard. Until then, Cayman, take care of yourself and each other.
That's it for today's edition of Sabrina Speaks, where your voice matters, your story counts, and your truth is always welcome. Join us weekdays from 5 until 6:30 p.m. right here on CMR TV as we dive into the topics that matter most to you. Catch the show live or on demand at cmrtv.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram so you never miss a moment. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and always speak your truth.